test, test, test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test, test, test. Can you hear me? You can hear me. You sons of bitches, you can hear me. You can hear me, you sons of bitches. That's good. That's good that you can hear me. Okay, let's get to it. Here's the gold chart. So the gold people from the dumbass gold chat in here. Get the epic pen out. We'll start rolling. We'll start rolling. Okay. Gold. I don't know why people continue to want to sell gold. But then again, most of the people in that chat room are utter fucking morons. So I don't know why you want to keep selling gold when gold is nothing but an uptrend. But it's because people are morons. Okay, you broke above this red line, which was support at was previous resistance at 1857. You've also now broken this high here, barely, right, at 1865. So we'll see how it plays around that 1865 area. If it breaks above 1865, then it's gone. There's a ton of room to the top side if it can break that 1865 level cleanly, which it hasn't done yet. If it breaks that 1865 area cleanly, your next area of major resistance would be at this 1893 level from March 29th. I'll make a little blue circle there. What's going on, brother? How are you? So if it breaks 1865 cleanly, your next major resistance level goes all the way back to March when I was in Hawaii. March 23rd area right there, 1893. So if it breaks 1865, your next major resistance level is 1893. Does that make sense? So we'll see what happens, but what I would want to see right now is I'd want to see a clean break of 1865 up to maybe 1870, a pullback to 1865 with rejection, and then I would buy it. My first target would be up at 1893, that level right there from March. Pretty simple trading, pretty easy. Pretty easy, not difficult, right? Not difficult. Not difficult. Not complicated, is it? Shouldn't be complicated. Good day, Tom. How are you? It's not complicated. And again, the one thing that you'll see on my stream that you'll never see on anyone else's stream is, what do you see on my stream that you'll never see on anyone else's stream? What do you see here? What do we see? What do we see on my stream that you'll never ever see on any other stream? What do you see here? What do you see here that you'll never ever see on anyone else's stream? Yes. Well, Yo Iron, I was on the group of yours for a bit, missed most of the calls, but checked it out afterwards, and it's legit. Well, of course, man. I'm not trying to do anything that's not legit. It's live, right? What's different about this stream than any other stream is you will see trades that I'm in that are live. This is a live account. You'll see trades I'm in because I'm not a pussy. I have no idea. It could totally be that I'm low quality, Tom. I have no idea. I'm not that technical, so it absolutely could be that I'm low quality. It could just be that I personally am low quality. I have no idea. So it looks normal to me, but I have no idea. Maybe it sucks. I have no idea. It does kind of look. If I'm looking at the screen on that, maybe it is low quality. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest with you. I'm just here to have a little bit of fun before I go golfing today. I'm gonna go play golf. I played golf yesterday. I'm gonna go play golf again today. So I'm just having a little bit of fun before I go play golf. So it could be, definitely could be my screen, but I don't really care to fix it if it's on my end, to be honest with you. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Hey, what's going on? Does Mr. Powell say? I have no idea because I don't think he's spoke yet, right? We can go to Forex Factory. I don't think he spoke yet, right? Is he speaking today? I have no freaking idea. I don't really care. Is he speaking today? I don't see that he's speaking today. And I could give two shits whether or not he is. Oh, he does. Here it is right here. Federal Chairman Powell speaks at 12:20. Yeah. Who the fuck cares what he says? Who the fuck cares what the Fed says? You know why? Because the Fed is running out of tools to effectively do anything with inflation. They missed the boat. So the Fed is a bunch of morons. So who cares what the Fed says? They should have squashed this inflation a long time ago, and they didn't because they're idiots. So the Fed can do it, say whatever they want. And usually, again, it doesn't really matter what the Fed says because after the Fed gets done talking their bullshit, all these currencies or pairs will go in the direction they were going before the Fed spoke anyway. So you might have like an hour where it whips up and down, back and forth a little bit, but after that, most of the time it'll just go back in the direction it was going before he opened his yapper. So I really don't fucking care what he says, to be honest. If that makes sense. I just don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me. It's not going to affect my trades. It's not going to affect anything. So Powell can speak whatever nonsense he wants. Because that's basically what it is. It's just nonsense. Well, yeah, for like I was saying, for like an hour, it'll go crazy, but afterwards it'll just go right back in the direction it was going before that. So that's why I don't really care. That's what I was saying, is it'll go back in the direction it was going before he decided to open his stupid mouth. So hold on a second. So I don't know why everybody insists on selling gold. You go into that chat room and it's just a bunch of idiots that want to sell gold, and I don't know why. Every higher time frame on gold is bullish, and I don't know why people continue to want to sell into a bullish trend. I don't get it. But again, the people in that chat room are hella stupid. Okay, you have the dailies bullish, you have the weekly that's bullish, and you have the monthly chart that's bullish. I don't know, again, why people insist on being dumbasses and selling a major uptrend. Look at this. If this monthly chart closes like this, excuse me, with that tail longer than the body, which is exactly the signal I look for a buy, that would be a perfect buy signal for me. If that monthly closes in the next, next week, if that monthly closes like that, you can kiss gold goodbye. You can kiss gold goodbye. Kiss your mother, kiss everybody. You can kiss gold goodbye if gold monthly chart closes like that with the tail longer than the body of the candle with no wick at the top. That is a perfect buy signal. You can kiss gold goodbye if that happens. And we still have, obviously, still have time in the weekend. It could change, but if that happens, you can kiss it goodbye, because it will not be coming back. That is the perfect buy signal. The perfect buy signal right now. Perfect. That's exactly what I look for in my pattern of trading. I look for a tail longer, yep, a doji candle, you call it a hammer, whatever the hell you call it. I just know that it's accurate about 85% of the time. That's how I trade. I do it on the 1 hour time frame. I just do it on the 1 hour, but I know that that pattern is right 85% of the time. So if that happens like that, it's gone. You can whine and complain about it all you want, but it'll be gone. Well, you shouldn't be. I would rather get kicked in the balls than trade a 5-minute chart. Honestly, you should get off the 5-minute chart. I'd rather get kicked in the balls than trade a 5-minute chart. And the reason is the 5-minute chart is just noise. It's garbage and it's noise. How are you supposed to see the forest within the trees if you're trading on a 5-minute chart, right? Here's the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart is complete bullshit. I'm sorry, but it's complete bullshit. I would rather get kicked in the balls than trade a 5-minute chart. It's a complete waste of time. So let's talk about the 5-minute chart is a waste of time. Dio, you can say that, I guess. Sure, why not? Okay, so now this 1 hour candle, if you go back to the 1 hour candle and you just start circling, let's just start going back to a couple of days ago. And we just start circling every time we have that fucking pattern that I'm talking about. Okay, there's one right there. There's one right there. We're talking about tails or wicks longer than the body of the candle with very little to no wick or thing at the top. There's one right there. Possibly that one's a little bit low. Okay, right there. And you just start going over every single time you have that pattern on the 1 hour chart, and you take the trade every time you have the pattern. Look at how many examples you have of that right there. Well, you should get off the 5-minute chart. You should be taking trades on no lower time frame than the 1 hour chart. The 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, the 30-minute chart, they're all just market noise, and it's garbage. So you have several different examples of the pattern, either to the buy side or the sell side. Okay, it's really simple. I guarantee you, if you would have taken these trades based off this candle pattern, you would have been right about 85% of the time. So let's just go over them, right? It's best just to go over them. You guys can see them all, right? So number one would have been a sell pattern, right? Because it's a wick at the top longer than the body with very little tail. You would have gotten in at 1842. Is everybody understanding this? Make sure you're understanding this, you schmucks. So I don't have to. I shouldn't explain it to you again. I have a video on it. You would have gotten in at 1842 and it went down to 1832. Would you have made money? Because always I place my stops at break even once I'm up plus 30 or plus 40. Would you have made money if you would have done that? On number one, you would have gotten in at the close of that 1 hour candle on number one at 1842 and it would have made a low of 1832. Would you have made money? So when I say make money, I mean would you have gotten at least 30 to 40 points, because I would have placed my stop at break even and then I would have placed my stops at like plus 20. Would you have made money on number one? Yes, no, maybe so. Of course you would. Okay. Of course you would have. You would have made a lot of money. Okay, on number two, you would have gotten in at 1842 and you would have made a low of 1839. So maybe on number two you lose. So number one, you're going to win. Number two, you might lose unless you place it at 30. We'll just call it a loss though, because we don't really care. We're going to have losses. Number three, you definitely win. Number four, you definitely win. Number five, we'll go see. But I guarantee you the majority of the time you're going to be right. Number five, you might have lost. Number five, you definitely might have lost. Let's see. Yep, number five, you would have lost. and then number 6 and 7 you would have won. So you would have been 5 for 7 on trades just by using that basic pattern. Number 5 you would have lost, number 6 you would have won, and number 7 you would have won. Pretty simple, right? Not difficult. Pretty damn simple, right? Trading is not complicated. People make it complicated because they don't know what the hell they're doing. That's just the truth. You can call me an asshole. You can call me whatever you want. I don't care because I don't really value anyone's opinion. And that's not me trying to be rude to you. That's just I don't know you personally, and I'm never probably going to have a conversation with you face to face. So I really don't give a fuck what you have to say, what you say. I'm just being truthful with you, okay? I know you're valuable and you have value to other people in your lives that you communicate with it on a daily basis, face to face. But I don't really give a shit what people on the internet have to think about me because I'll never meet you in person, and so it doesn't really matter. And you have to have that. You have to have that mindset. Who the fuck cares? You know. I go in these chat rooms honestly just to have fun, just because most of the time I'm bored. But I could give two shits what anyone on Instagram has to say about me, anyone on YouTube has to say about me. I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck what my wife thinks of me. I give a fuck what my kids think about me. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks about me. So you can kiss my middle-aged sweet white ass if you don't like it. And that's just the truth. And that's the mentality you have to have, right? The markets, I've been doing this for 18 years. The markets don't know my name. The markets don't care about me. The markets will take all of my money, laugh at me, mock me, and just completely try and destroy me. And they don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about our feelings. So if the musings of a 45-year-old schmuck like me on the internet get you triggered, then you probably should fucking stop trading right now because you're going to lose. If you get triggered by the musings of a 45-year-old on YouTube, then you probably should fucking stop trading. Just being truthful with you, right? And unfortunately, we live in a society where truth doesn't win anymore because it's all about how people feel. And the markets don't give a shit how you feel, okay? Leave your emotions at the door. You know, when you get into your room or whatever you do for trading for the day, leave your emotions at the door because no one fucking cares. No one cares about anything. Okay, the markets will spit you up, laugh at you, want to make you cry. You got to have tougher emotions than that if you're going to make it in this game. That's just the truth, and people hate me for that. And I don't really give a damn. I'm trying to tell you the truth. And that is the truth. Whether people like it or not, that's the truth. So we'll see what happens with gold. It's trying to push up. You did have that 1 hour candle right here that just closed 21 minutes ago. That would definitely have been the buy candle right there on the signal. All right. That was a tail longer than the body of the candle with very little wick at the top. That would have been the buy signal. You might be down a little bit on it right now. I wasn't paying attention to it, so I didn't take it. I would have probably taken it, but so we'll see if the buyers have enough push to get this above and break this area cleanly. But that was definitely a buy candle. So the other question is, if you know you're going to be right 85% of the time, if you know you're going to be right, and some weeks it might be less than 85, but over the long run it's going to be right 85% of the time. If you know you're going to be right 85% of the time, do you take the trade, yes or no? I always ask this question, and the answers are always really interesting. Do you take the trade if you know you're going to be right 85% of the time, yes or no? Do you take it? Do you take the trade? If you know you're going to be right 85% of the time, do you take the fucking trade? It doesn't depend at all, Tom. Actually, it doesn't depend at all. You take the trade because you're a robot at that point. It does not depend on anything. If you get the pattern, you take the trade. You're a robot. That's the mentality you have to have. If you know you're going to be right 85% of the time, you are at that point a fucking robot. You take the trade, you accept the fact that 15, 20% of the time you're going to be wrong, but 80 to 85% of the time you're going to be right. You take the fucking trade because that's what the numbers tell you to do. And at that point, it's just a numbers game, right? It shouldn't matter at all. You take the trade. Okay, so it shouldn't matter at all, really. If the pattern's there, you take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. Does that make sense? It doesn't. There should be no other questions. Yeah, that's all. Well, yeah, I mean, Abdullah, if you're basing off the pattern, then yeah, that would be right. Right? Pretty simple. That probably would be right. Yeah, you are. See, so buyers came, and what does that candle signify when it has a tail longer than the body of the candle? What does that candle tell you? What does that tell you when you have a candle with that kind of rejection? What is it with that rejection candle? What does it tell you? What is the market trying to tell you? Well, it's telling you it's a buy, but what is it trying to tell you? If you're really thinking about it, buyers pushed it up, right? But it also signifies that sellers tried to push down, right? It signifies that sellers tried to push down and buyers came into the market, right? It signifies that sellers tried to push down and buyers came into the market, right? Now, let me ask you a question too. Did I need any silly lagging indicators to tell me that? Did I need RSI? Did I need EMAs? Did I need MACD? Did I need any of those shitty lagging indicators to tell me that? Well, first of all, Abdul, you have to decide that. So just look at your charts. I'm not trying to pick on you, but I'm just going to say something really quick. This is a big boy stream, okay? You have to decide that. I can't tell you that because I don't know what your risk tolerance is. But if I were you, I would be looking to where my next resistance level is and saying my next resistance level is here. That's probably my target, right? I don't know what your risk tolerance is, and it's not my job to tell you where your take profit should be. You need to rely on your charts, not me. Okay, that's the only way you're going to become better. I don't want you to rely on me. I mean, I'm a schmuck. And you should learn how to read the charts, right? So I'll do it this time, but in the future, you have to learn how to do this for yourself because you will never become a better trader by following other people. It's never going to work. Okay? So I would go find your next resistance level, which there might be a couple of them. I see maybe 1871 or 1872 or something like that, but find the next resistance level and say, there's my level. But just relying on other people to do it, to me, seems silly. Well, yes, I am a good trader, but the reason I'm a good trader is because I spent hours and hours and hours on the charts, studying the charts, and I didn't ask people. I'm not picking on you at all, but there's, you'll go into that gold chat room, they're like, is it a buy or a sell? What the fuck do your charts tell you, right? I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about in general. You go into that Forex Leah chat room, and they're like, is it a buy or sell? And I keep saying, well, what the fuck do your charts tell you? Look at your charts. You'll never become a better trader unless you study. I spent hundreds of hours on the charts. studying the charts with very little help. So if you want to become a successful trader and you want to become a full-time trader, you have to put the time in on the charts. You have to. If you want to become a full-time trader and you want this to be your job, part of your job is putting the effort and time in on the charts and not relying on others to do that for you. Does that make sense? So just look for your next resistance level. But it's nobody's... Oh, bell icon. Okay, whatever that means. I don't know. I really don't care if anyone subscribes to my channel. I don't do this because I want YouTube subscribers. I'm not on Instagram because I want Instagram. I could care less about that. I make money trading. Like I said, I've been doing this for 18 years. I could give a shit. I dislike my own stream sometimes. I really don't care. I'm not into that. I don't care. I do this because I have time today. And I was sitting here before I go golfing, so I really don't care. You can dislike my stream. You can like my stream. You can think I'm an asshole. Like I said, I just don't care. So we'll see if the buyers have enough momentum to push up. And maybe they don't, right? But 1871, I would say, is probably your next major area. Okay, well, that's great. I'm glad you're here, buddy, and I'm glad you subscribe. But please understand that that's not why I do this. I honestly, like I said, could care less about YouTube subscribers or anything like that. I don't do that for this. I do it because it's fun, for one. So let's go to the... So I'm in a huge NAS 100 sell right now that I'm kicking the NAS's ass right now. I'm just going to show you guys this NAS trade that I'm in right now. I'm kicking the NAS's ass right now. I am making the NAS my little bitch right now. And it's fun. I don't trade the NAS a lot, the NAS 100. I usually do the US 30. I am the king of the US 30, just so you know. I am the best trader of the US 30. And I dare you to find someone that's better than me. That I will say. You try to find someone that's better than me trading the US 30. I want you to show me that. Show me that. Show me a better trader on the US 30 than me, because you will not find them. They don't exist. Call me an asshole, call me a narcissist, again, all you want. I don't really fucking care what you think. But my NAS sell is right here on this dotted line. My NAS sell is from 11,980, and it's right here. So if I were taking this trade and I wanted to know where my take profit is, or where my area that I'm targeting, it would obviously be this low right here from May 20th, right? I'm looking for this low of May 20th at 11,491. Right? Do you guys see that? This would be my target right here, my first target. Because that's the low, right? That's the low. So my target would be that low. My first target. Does that make sense to everybody? But if you'll notice in the screen, because you can see the trade that I'm in on the NAS, because I'm not a pussy and I don't hide behind TradingView. You can see it. I'm going to circle it right here down at the far right. You can see the trade I'm in. This is a live account. You can see the trade I'm in. I don't hide behind TradingView like all these other YouTube streamers do, because they're pussies. You can see this. You can see the trade I'm in. I just circled it down on the far right down there. I'm up 300 and 400 bucks on that. Wait. I'm up 340 bucks. You can see it. I'm going to circle it again right here. I'm not a pussy. I don't hide behind TradingView. Anyone who streams that hides behind TradingView is a pussy. If you can't show your live terminal when you're trading and when you're streaming, you're a pussy. And you might as well just go wear girls' panties and prance around for several days, because you're a pussy. If you can't show people that you're taking the trades in your own personal live account, then you're a pussy. I'm sorry. Okay, so I got into this one at 11,980. I'm going to circle where I got in, the price right here. Right? And look where my stop is. So my stop is plus 200 no matter what. So no matter what on this trade, I'm going to make 200 bucks on this account. And if it goes lower I'll move my stop into more profit. Does that make sense to everybody? If it goes lower, I will move my stops to even more in profit. But right now I'm guaranteed a plus 200 trade on the NAS 100. I like that kind of trading. I like that no matter what happens, I make money. I love that trade. No matter what, I make money. That's the kind of trading I like. So we'll keep an eye on that one, because obviously Powell's speaking and it definitely could be affected. It will be affected. It's not definitely could be. It will be affected. It will be affected. There's no... Yeah, and you know why, Tom? Because they're pussies. Do you know why? Because they're pussies and they hide behind TradingView. And TradingView is the biggest bunch of garbage in the world. It's right up there with lagging indicators. If you hide behind TradingView and you stream, you're a pussy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but especially if you're charging people, right? If you're charging people for your services and you can't prove to those people that you are successful in your own personal live account, then you are a pussy. I'm sorry. That hurts your feelings. But again, grow thicker skin. But definitely, if you're charging people for your services and you can't show people that you can trade your own account, your own system that you're wanting them to pay you for, then you're a pussy. I will exempt DC from this right now because I actually like DC. But DC should show his terminal. But I like DC, so I'm not going to say, I don't want to say anything bad about DC. But I would say that he should show his terminal. Yes. But I like him. He seems like a pretty fair dude and pretty legit dude. But he should absolutely show his terminal if he's streaming. I don't know why, especially these. But I'm talking about like the big gurus, right? I'm talking about big gurus that flaunt on Instagram that they drive Lamborghinis and they have this successful life. But when they get onto their YouTube stream and they stream, they don't show their live terminal. Why? Because they're pussies. Because they don't make money trading. They sell the lifestyle of Lamborghinis and all this stuff, and people want that lifestyle, but they never show their terminal. Why? Because they suck at trading. Let's just be honest, folks. The sooner we're honest about things, the better everything will be. Just be honest. You suck at trading. And that's why you don't want people seeing your live terminals, because if they saw it, they realize that, oh shit, I'm following someone that doesn't know how the fuck to trade, but they sure as hell are good marketers. I mean, most of these people are dang good marketers, right? But they suck at trading. They suck ass at trading. Okay, they're really good marketers. They suck ass at trading. That's just the bottom line. We'll give them a plug right here. I don't mind giving DC a plug. He's just a streamer that I have been in his stream a few times, and he seems like a pretty cool dude. He streams during the London session, and he's a pretty good dude. Here's his channel right there. So you should definitely like and subscribe to him. He seems like a pretty good dude, but he's catching up to me on subscriptions, so we got to slow the roll a little bit. But he's a good dude. All right, I'm going to stay for about 25 minutes till we get a 1 hour candle close and see if we get any trade opportunities. If we don't get any trade opportunities, then I will take off for the day and go golfing. So I'll stay here for another 25 minutes till we get a 1 hour candle close. I can't talk.
Your Instagram account, you know it's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's why they don't trade, because if they knew, listen, if people realized that most of these YouTube streamers don't know how to fucking trade, it would ruin their brand, right? It would ruin their brand if people were to actually learn the truth that these people don't know how to fucking trade. It would ruin their brand. It would ruin their brand. If people learn the truth about these people, it would ruin their brand. Because they don't know how to fucking trade. They know it. So they hide behind TradingView because it's easy. They hide behind TradingView because it's easy. I'll be done in a minute. My kids want to come into the office and play on the gaming. We have an office on the side of my house and they want to come in and play their video games. So I'll get off here in about 20 minutes. But right now we just wait. I mean, because I only take trades based off the 1 hour candle close. So right now we have to wait till we get a new 1 hour candle close. But if you look at this, if you look at the screen right now, let me just pause this music for a second. I love this music, but let me pause it for a second. If you look at this chart right now, there's 3 charts that you guys see on here. One of these charts is showing the pattern, the 1 hour sell pattern. If you recognize it, that I would take that trade in 20 minutes if it closed like that. I'm going to see if you guys can recognize that, those of you that are here. One of the charts right now, those 3 charts that you see, one of those charts is showing the sell pattern. And I want to see if you guys recognize it. So tell me which one it is. Is it the one to the left, the one in the middle, or the one to the right that's showing the sell pattern on the 1 hour time frame? Because one of them is showing it. Now the candle hasn't closed, right? So you don't take it until the 1 hour candle closes to confirm it. But one of them is doing it. Gamer Trigger, let me do this real quick. If you go to my YouTube channel, because I really don't want to explain it again. If you go to my YouTube channel, Iron Man Trading, and you go to videos, there's a video I did about 2 months ago that will go over everything. Let me just show it to you, because I really honestly don't feel like just describing it again. But it has the Iron Man picture on it right here. It was done 2 months ago. If you go to that channel, my channel, and you go to that one that's 13 minutes and 31 seconds long, that will explain every detail of the strategy. Okay? And sorry, I just don't want to go over it again. She says I think you're right. I think that's the one. Yes, it would be the middle one. Crazy, you're right. Yep. The middle one would be the pound yen. Yes, that would be the one. But right now it looks like it's moving a little bit in a different direction. So we'll see. And once the 1 hour candle closes in 19 minutes, we'll see. It's the simplest trading you'll ever have in your life. And we'll see what happens. This kind of helps me. The music helps me when I'm trying to focus and stuff. Just kind of keep my mind clear, and so that I can focus on the charts and what I want to do. So I kind of play this music just to keep my mind focused on what I want it to do and what I want to accomplish. So, and YouTube will probably kick my stream off for playing this music, and I don't give a shit what YouTube thinks. I don't care about YouTube. I hate YouTube. It actually looked like the GJ gave you the buy signal at 43 minutes ago. That 1 hour candle 43 minutes ago, that was the buy signal, right? That was a tail longer than the body of the candle. So hold on, let me just pause this again. So it looks like the GJ gave you the buy signal 43 minutes ago, because that candle would have been, that's legitimately a perfect buy candle. You would have gotten in at 158.43 and you'd be up a little bit right now. So actually the GJ gave you the buy signal an hour ago, almost an hour ago, and it was perfect. We'll see if it plays out. We'll see if it's perfect, right? But it was perfect to begin with. We'll see if it plays out. That was the perfect buy candle though, and it's playing out right now, but we'll see. So let me pause this too. I'm going to send out a message to my signal group right here, the US 30. I told them to buy US 30 at 31,500 right here, just not too long, 2 hours ago, and the stops need to be at break even right now. So I'm just going to let them know the stops to break even. Okay, so that's my signal group, best signal group out there. Not even close. The best signal group around. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I think we're going to take this one. We'll take some profit on this one. Things are going to get a little bit crazy, I think, so we'll take some profit on that one. We'll take that one out. So we made money on that no matter what. So we took the NAS out for plus 250. The US 30, I'm actually going to sell on this account on the US 30. And it looks like it's going to take a while, but that's okay. But the signal group should be, now you're going to go to plus 20, plus 30. Let's go to plus 30 on that. So see how we do it? We kind of just keep moving stops up a little bit. We kind of just move stops up. The further we get into profit, we just move stops up even more so we get more profit. That's how we do it in my group. We don't run and hide after 10 pips like pussies. We ain't scalping pussy traders. We ain't scalping pussy traders in my group. No pussy trading here. No 10 pip scalping pussy trades. No, they're paid because I learned something very, very valuable from my dad, who is a very, very rich man. He said the most valuable currency is time. You never get it back. So I charge people for my work, for my signals, and I don't ever apologize for that because they're the best signals around. Last week we got a 1,200 point move on the US 30. So it is a paid group, and I don't apologize for that, and I never will, because the signals are the best signals around. So they're up 110, 120. So we'll just move it to plus 50 now. See, we're going to move it to even more. Stops to plus 50. So it is a paid group, yes. And I will never apologize for that. But I can also prove that I'm successful. So it's 199 US a month or $6.99 lifetime. 30-day money back guarantee, and if you do the lifetime membership, you get 6 one-on-one trainings with me for an hour. But I think this week we're 5 for 7, and I'll just show you that because again, it's the best group out there, and it's not even close. But we do lose, right? Because every now and again you're going to lose. Right? No group, no signals, no strategy are 100% accurate. Mine are about 85%, but look at that one right there from last week. Stop loss to plus 1,200 on US 30 sell. We made 2,000 points last week just alone, and we're up 400 or 500 to start the week this week. It's the best signal group out there, and it's not close. But that was the plus 1,200 US 30 sell last week. It's the best signal group out there. It's not even close. Not even close, but it's 199 US a month or $6.99 lifetime. You do get a 30-day money back guarantee, but you won't want it because it's the best group out there. Risk to reward. I mean, you obviously want to go risk to reward. You obviously want to be at least 1 to 2 risk reward. I am active in London and New York. You also want to go 1 to 2 risk reward at least, but there's two different ways to. The old saying is 2 different ways to skin a cat. You can either have a really good risk reward, or your winning percentage can be really good. So there's definitely 2 different ways to skin that. But and if you want to get a hold of me on Instagram. It's Ironman Futures Trading on Instagram. I'll show you my Instagram. And I do have haters on Instagram. I have a hater account. I love that guy to death. He makes me holler. If you don't have a hater account, then you're not doing anything important. But there is a hater account. There's a guy that doesn't like me. So Ironman Futures Trading is the Instagram. If you want to get a hold of me there, and we can discuss how you get into the group. But I do have a hater account. She's not a hater, I guess. She's definitely not a hater. But I do have a hater account. Ironman Futures Trading is a scam. I love that guy to death. But if you don't have a hater account, you're not doing anything important. So just remember that. Just remember, if you don't have a hater account, you're not doing anything important. You're not relevant. So I wear it as a badge of honor that I have a hater account. And I love the guy. He makes me laugh. The copier comes with your subscription, so it doesn't cost any more. There's A-Rod, you son of a bitch. There's my friend A-Rod. The trade copier comes with your subscription. It doesn't cost anything more. A-Rod might actually be that hater account that I have. You never know. But there's my man. He actually might be the hater account. You never know. You never know. He might be that person. And if it is, good for him, But we're at plus 50 on that US 30 signal. So while we wait for another 7 minutes for a candle close, 1 hour candle close, we can go take a look at what the signals have kind of produced this week. Oh, actually, you know what? Here it is right here. How do you know that's how much I love you? You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Okay, so that's so far this week on the signals. You have 125, you have 25, you have 175, you have 180 on those. And then on oil, you made money on oil, and then you made at least 50. So you're up over 250, 300 points already this week. Those are the signals that have been provided so far. And then there's a couple of more now. But we're smoking it again this week because we're sexy as hell. That's just the bottom line. All right, let's see what gold's doing. But the bottom line is we're sexy as hell. So if you're not a member of the group, you should be. And if you're not a member of the group, you should have a mental health evaluation. You should have your head examined for mental health problems. Tom, I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to that. So I know it's up, and I don't really pay attention. US 30 is doing good, dude. I don't pay attention to it. Gold, if you would have taken that gold on the 1 hour, Abdul, hopefully you stayed in there, and you'd be making money on that as well. So GJ, it would have been the pattern in the last 1 hour, and it would have made you money. There's one that's coming into play right now that looks like it could be potentially be a buy signal, and so I might have to move it over. We'll see. Oil looks like, let me bring oil over. Oil looks like it potentially could have the pattern here in 5 minutes, and if it has the pattern, then you take the damn trade, right? Again, it's just a numbers game, right? Just a numbers game. If oil closes with the pattern in 5 minutes with that tail longer than the body, it's just a numbers game. You take the damn trade. There you go, dude. Good job. Good job, brother. But my signal group, again, is the best signal group out there. It's not close. There isn't a close second place. All the other signal groups are playing for second place, and it's not close. My signal group is the best. You'll pay for your monthly subscription in the first week. And if you do a lifetime, you'll get 6 one-on-one 1 hour training sessions with me that I record on Zoom, and I'll send it to you as well. And people are like, I know that's a lot of money, but invest in yourself, invest in your education, or you'll lose that money anyway, right? If you don't invest in your education, you'll lose that money anyway in the markets by doing dumbass things and listening to people that have no business telling you what to do, right? So you're gonna pay for it somehow. You're either gonna pay for it with market losses, or you're gonna pay for it by having someone that knows what the hell they're doing. Either way, you're gonna pay for it, especially if you're new. Might as well be with someone who has 18 years of experience and knows what the hell they're doing. But that's up to you. I really don't care. $199, Tom. Yep, $199 a month. And are you on my Instagram? $199 a month or $699 for lifetime. And with the lifetime, you get 6 one-on-one trainings. And the other thing you get with the lifetime is I will invest that $699 and I'll give you 20% of the profits. It's my money at that point, right? If you give me $699 for lifetime signal, it's my fucking money. But I will invest it in an account, trading account. I will give you the username and password so you can check it out, the investor password, and you'll get 20% of the profits. That's only for the $699 lifetime membership. So that's not bad either, is it? Yes, A-Rod, I do a homie discount for you. It's $12.99 lifetime. But yeah, the lifetime membership, I will invest the $699 and you will get a 20% return on the profits. And you'll get the investor password so you can see what's going on. And that's actually what this account is. That's actually what this account is right now. It's the start of the investor account that people have invested in. So that's exactly what this account is right now. So I think that's pretty sweet, and there's no one else that does that. I think that's a pretty sweet deal, to be honest with you. But do you have me on Instagram, TomTom? You can get a hold of me on Instagram, or you can get a hold of me on Telegram, I guess. I'll type in the Telegram one too. I mean, Telegram, you can get a hold of me right there, because that's where the signals are. right there. I typed it into the chat so you can have it. But they're about to be plus 150 on the US 30. And so if it's plus 150, we'll move our stops to plus 75. Excuse me. We'll move our stops to plus 75. In fact, we'll probably just do it now. Yep, we're going to do it now. So we're going to go to plus 75 on US 30. So you just keep moving them up a little bit at a time, and sometimes we'll get huge runners like we did last week to 1,200 points, but we secure 75 right now, and then we let the rest run for a little bit. You're welcome. I like to tease. But there you go. So plus 75 no matter what. And then if it keeps going up, we'll move it again. Pretty simple. If you would have taken the GJ buy with the 1 hour candle that closed an hour ago, you'd be up on that as well. Basically, it's the best trading signal group in the industry, and it's not close like we said. It's not close. Not close. All these other signal groups that get 10 pips and they like a 250 point month is good for them because they scalp like pussies. They scalp like pussies. So 250 points in a month is a good month for them. We do that in a day. We do that in a day, but these clowns that most people follow and have big followings, and have big signal groups, They do that in a month and they're happy because they don't know how to fucking trade. We do that in a day because we aren't pussies. I know, I shouldn't be so mean, right? Blah, 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 kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, I don't care. Call me an asshole. See if I care. Because I guarantee you I don't. And it looks like we'll probably get stopped out on that. Yeah, looks like we'll probably get stopped out on that, and that's fine. We stopped out at plus 75. Plus 75, we'll probably get stopped out on it. I didn't type it in here. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it again. Did that show up, Tom? See, I'm on my little stream right now. Did that show up on there? Masses, I don't want to, I'm not trying to be rude to you at all, but what I make a month is no one's damn business. But I have a house that's paid for. I have a house that's paid for. I have no bills, and I'm comfortable with the amount of money I make. I have no bills. So, but what I make a month is real, and it doesn't help you, right? It doesn't necessarily help you in your trading experience, your trading life. But what I make a month is really nobody's concern. I make plenty of money. I'm comfortable. But again, I have no bills. Like my monthly, in order to be profitable every month, I have to make less than $1,000 US. So it's just a different mentality. I'm older, right? I'm 45. My house is paid for. I have no car payments. I have no bills, no nothing. So I don't have to make a ton. I don't have to push it every month, I guess is what I'm saying. Does that make sense? What did that freighter Reddick say, A-Rod? I'm not even paying attention to the chat, so. A-Rod will ban your ass, though. So just so you know, A-Rod will ban your ass. And good for him. he probably should ban your ass. A-Rod will absolutely ban your ass. A-Rod has carte blanche on whatever the hell he wants to do as the moderator. I don't get involved in that. If A-Rod bans you or puts you in timeout, then there's probably a damn good reason he did it for. I don't pay attention to that stuff. You must have done something really naughty if A-Rod's banning you. Oh, the peasants comment. Oh, I know, yeah. That's fine. We'll hit you up when I'm ready. Okay. I don't know if that's you, Tom. I don't know if that's someone that just got a hold of me. We'll hit you up when I'm ready. Okay. I'm glad you will hit me up when I'm ready. That's fine. That's totally cool. I should close my Telegram so I don't get messages. But you're still in that US 30. I don't think it actually ever went and stopped out, right? Let's see if it went to that 31,575. You can go to the 5-minute chart, a lower time frame chart to see here, but I don't ever think it went that far down, did it? Or maybe it did. No, it didn't. So you'd actually still be in this trade right now, up 130 points. So we'll see. Let's see if it can go even further. Let's see if it can go even further, but it did not touch that 31,575 to get you stopped out. So you'd still be in that trade up 100 and whatever amount of points. Kind of sexy. I think it's kind of sexy, but no one really gives a damn what I think either. So, but I think it's kind of sexy. I mean, you gotta admit, it's kind of sexy at least. It's kind of sexy. You gotta admit, being up 130 points is decently sexy. Decently, right? Like quasi-sexy or something like that. Quasi-sexy is what you'd say. Should I go golfing today or not? I'm kind of sore because I played 18 holes yesterday, and I have to go play softball tonight. Should I go golfing or not? On this account, yes, gamer. On this account, I am in a US 30 sell because long term I want to be selling. You are absolutely correct. On this account, I am in a US 30 sell because long term I'm bearish on the US 30. That sell will remain in there for as long as it takes for it to go into profit. Yes, I do realize on this account I am in a US 30 sell because long term I am bearish, but that doesn't mean you can't buy. But yes, on this account I do realize that, and earlier today I actually got into profit, and maybe I should have just taken it out. But yes, I'm aware of that. I was down 500 or 600 points on it earlier this week. That's a long-term trade, so I'm not worried about that one. I will add to sells if it goes higher. So on this, I think it's 6 different live accounts, so it's okay. Oh yeah, I should go golfing with Todd Capital. What's he up to these days? What's that schmuck up to? Let's go see what that complete and utter zero Todd Capital, one of the worst traders that streams. What is that schmuck up to? This guy is one of the worst traders, and that's saying something because there are a lot of really bad traders, but this guy is one of the worst.
You'd be buying up at that point.
You'll never see him show a live terminal while he trades because he's a pussy.
It has been 1 month since the cash flow 101 system.
You'll never see live streams on there, live trades on there. Look, You'll never see him show a live trade because he's a pussy. One of the worst traders in the history of trading. And that's saying something because most YouTube streamers suck ass at trading. But he might be one of the worst. This guy sucks at trading. And you'll notice, look right there. Look at that. How do we actually, you see that right there? It's because he's hiding behind TradingView like a pussy that he is. It shows, oh look, I'm in this trade, but just show your live terminal, man. Why not just show your live terminal? You say you're in this trade, why not just show your live terminal? Oh, that's right, because you hide behind TradingView like a pussy. Just show your live terminal. Just show your terminal that shows you're actually in this trade. Show it. Show the fucking trade. Show your live terminal. Why don't you show it? Because you are a pussy. One of the worst traders in the history of trading. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of sucky traders. He is one of the worst, if not the worst. I mean, it's close between him and Little Boy Blue. It's close between him and Little Boy Blue. Okay, so they're up 170 points now. So we probably should just move it to plus 100. That's what we'll do. We'll just tell the group to move it to plus 100. Okay, so now it's at plus 100. Do you see how we're kind of managing this US 30 trade? Do you guys see how we're kind of managing this? Every time it goes up a little bit, we move our stops. Okay, that's how we manage them. That's how we manage our trades in here. Oh yeah, that's also not surprising. To be honest, that's also not surprising. These people, man, A-Rod, these people. I'm telling you, dude, these people are just insane. I want him to come in here one day. I want his sorry ass to come in here one day. Honestly. I would just like to completely roast him in person. And because, like you said, A-Rod, he said if anybody he could fight, he would love to fight me. I would love for him to come in here. I would love to just roast him in person. It would be so fun. So if you're ever in there again, just let him know I love him. And I think he's a pussy. And he should come into my live stream and learn how to trade properly. Tell him I love him with all my heart and that he needs to come into the live stream so I can teach him how to trade properly. I think he'd like that, right? I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think you should totally do that. You should come in to my live stream and learn how to trade properly because he sucks at trading. I think it's fair. I think it's only fair that he come in here and learn how to trade properly. Don't you think, A-Rod? What a schmuck. What a schmuck. Buying low and selling high, what a noble concept, right? What a noble concept. Wonder where I've heard that before. Says, I still can't believe he had the same trades Jeevan called out on Monday stream when has Todd ever talked about liquidity zones? Never. But he's sucked at trading. He's trying to reinvent himself, to be honest with you. That's what he's trying to do, A-Rod. He's trying to reinvent himself because he knows he sucks. He knows he sucked at trading, and he's trying to come back because he started streaming on YouTube again. He's trying to reinvent himself because he knows he sucks at trading. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off here soon. But like I said, you can get a hold of me on Instagram. I'll put the Instagram in here too. But you should definitely be a member of my group. It's the best group out there. It's the best signal group out there. It's not close. You guys saw it live right here. You saw what my group is doing. It's the best group out there. Not even close. Not even close. Oh, see, we're up even more. You're up 250 points now. We're gonna go to stops to plus 150. Stops to plus 150. There it is, guys. You're getting to see it firsthand right there, damn it. You're getting to see it firsthand. So if you're not a member of the Signals group, Ironman Futures Trading on Instagram, or you can get a hold of me on Telegram. I posted that as well. I'll post it one more time, then I'm going to get the hell out of here. Telegram is at Yak Steelhead, and I posted both of them on there. So you guys all have a great day. You should be a member of this Signal group. It's the best Signal group out there. It's not even close. All right, everyone have a great day.